On this episode of Side Talking, we're speaking to custom car builder from San Diego, Mike Bello.
What's up?
And welcome to Australia. I've dragged you over here from San Diego to come to my tail dragger event, which all us guys have organised. So how are you enjoying the trip so far?
That's fucking sick.
It's mad.
Yeah, it's cool, man. Australia, it's hardcore.
It is.
Hardcore hot rodders. So that's all I can say.
We've done a bit of tourist stuff. You've patted kangaroos.
Kangaroos, almost got beat up a couple times, but nah. Yeah.
Emus. We've done emus. Emu.
Yeah.
Emu.
What's that, muse?
Emu.
A mule?
No, emu. You know the bird we had? The emu?
Oh, the emu, the bird. I pet the bird.
It's the Australian accent. You just...
Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
It's hard to get it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's cool.
So you've been over here. We've dragged you around the tail dragger event.
Yeah.
Checking out all the cars.
The tail dragger show is cool, man. Yeah. Definitely gonna come back.
Cars
check it out again. You know what I mean?
Cars you've never seen before.
Cars I've never seen. So, like I said, everybody's super hardcore. You know what I mean?
Everyone's
really nice tail draggers. Yeah, it's cool, man. I like it because everybody, drove to the show. Most people drove to the show. I say 99%, right?
Yeah, and they're doing 10-hour trips.
Yeah, it's super cool. Yeah.
So a long way.
Super cool show, man.
Yeah.
Definitely come back.
Yeah, and the weather was good. That was even better.
The weather was amazing.
Yeah.
A little bit humid, but it's cool.
It's still humid.
It's good drinking weather.
What got you into cars? Like, when did you first start getting into cars? When you were a kid?
Oh man, I always loved cars. If it had four wheels, I'm in it. You know what I mean? I've always, ever since, I grew up around, my family, my cousins, they had cars, and that's what they got me into it, but I've always loved four wheels, That's, and then when I started getting into older cars, that's when I really got into it, you know what I mean?
So you got into hot rods first?
Yeah, I started doing hot rods, in my garage, in my driveway, and then from there I started doing, messing around with the customs. They go hand in hand,
Yeah.
But yeah, I started doing hot rods, kind of, the cookie cutter wheels and stuff like that, So yeah, it's cool, man.
So mainly these days you do the customs like Mercs.
Yeah, I got more into customs because when I started doing it at the shop, when I got my shop, it's like where I live is in Chula Vista, so it's more like a lowrider kind of, So I started doing, more customs and like, lowering cars and doing suspension and stuff. But, that's, kind of how I got more into customs, But yeah, it's
So how many cars do you think you've chopped in the last 20 or 30 years?
Oh shit, I don't know.
Lost count?
I probably lost count. I should probably kept a little piece out of every car I chopped,
Yeah.
But I had a friend of mine gave me that idea. He goes, you should take every time you see notch or chop a car, you should keep a piece of it. And I should have done that, but you know how it is when you're doing it in the middle.
Busy.
Yeah, in the middle of chopping it, you're just like, whatever, But yeah, I've done a little bit of cars.
So what was your favorite car you chopped? Like, what's the favorite model?
The favorite model would probably be like, the 36 Ford. You know what I mean?
Who would have thought? So we've got you over here.
Yeah.
And you're going to chop a 36 3-window.
Yeah, we're going to do a 36 Ford. But yeah, that's like one of my favorites. I mean, I like doing them all, but, I can say I like doing them all. Like, I always have fun chopping cars, you know what I mean? It's been fun,
Yeah.
But, yeah, like, you can never get tired of chopping those cars,
As long as you're enjoying what you do.
Yeah, you gotta have fun, If you're smelling metal, you're cutting metal and you smell it, it's like, to me being in the shop is like the best place to be in, you know what I mean?
The happy place.
It's the happy place, dude.
That's good.
It's where you get to be creative and, just do what you want to do, I guess,
So we didn't meet you, we first saw a job you did in Santa Maria 2016, which was that 40 Merc that you chopped, the light blue one. And then we're in Japan recently, and we saw that again. It's now like a teal color.
Yeah.
And I was looking at it, and like I thought, this looks like the one from that you did. And then the guy had a Bello shirt on, and it was the same car.
Oh, he was rocking the shirt?
He had the Bello shirt on, and I went,
oh, that's
this
cool.
looks like the one Bello's done. And I said, we're bringing him out to Australia. And he's like, yeah, this is the one he did. And
no shit.
Yeah, and
that's cool.
he'd redone it in that metallic teal, and he changed a few things on the interior, but it's basically the same car. And one car of the show last year in Moon Eyes, Japan.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah,
that's cool, man. Yeah,
yeah.
I remember that car. That car was a lot of fun, you know.
So we saw that, and then I think it won the best car at Santa Maria that year, I think, from memory.
Yeah.
And then in the side street, we didn't know who you were. In the side street, there was like a couple of tail draggers, and we're like, oh, these are the best. And I think you've done all those as well.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah. And then later on, we watched the YouTube and went, oh, that's that same guy.
Chopping up cars.
Chopping up cars. So yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Like,
yeah,
can't believe that car's all in Japan and stuff.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And then when I had the idea for the tail dragger thing, I said we should bring you out to Australia. And then I just rang you up out of the blue and said, do you want to come to Australia? And you've gone, yeah, man, I'll come to Australia.
I was like, fuck yeah, I've never been there.
And now you're here.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's cool, man. Australia's fun.
So we've been doing a bit of tourist stuff, and now we're going to go down. You're going to chop the coupe.
Yeah.
In Victoria. It's going to be mad.
Yeah, it's going to be cool, man.
So,
I've been having a lot of fun here.
Yeah. And what builds are you doing at the moment? What have you got going on?
We're doing Richard's 36, which we've been working on it for a while. We're getting ready to execute that. You know, hopefully we'll have it done by, you know, sometime this year or next year for the Grand Nationals. You know,
yeah, okay.
That car's been in the oven for a while. You know what I mean? So I think it's about ready to come out.
Yeah.
So I think I'm ready. And then I'm working on a 39 Lincoln that I'm doing for myself. And,
it's convertible.
Yeah. You know, we still need to chop that. I don't get too crazy on my cars because I don't have a whole bunch of time, but I'd like to finish that car. And then hopefully I think Weiner's, you know, that 37 Packard.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I think he's been working on that, and hopefully he'll come out with that. I did the metal work, and he's getting ready. He's finishing up with the body work. You know, he's got one of his buddies finishing the body work and stuff. So hopefully we'll all execute at the same time. You know, that'd be cool.
So you hit the show at the same time.
Yeah, that'd be sweet, man. It's been a while. I mean, ever since we started the channel and on the tube.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like I just been like, you know, laying low, but I think I'm ready.
Ready to bring it all out again.
Ready to bust out. Right?
And the channel keeps you pretty busy, so you've got to try and do both.
Yeah, the channel's it takes time, you know. It takes time to do it, and you know, it takes up a lot of time. I know a lot of people is, you know, been saying where's the videos, but you know, it takes.
Yeah, you still got to get work done.
We got to get work done. So I really want to knock these cars out and finish them. And Richard's been waiting for his car, so you know, I want to, you know, deliver something cool, you know.
Yeah.
Something that he can enjoy or whatever, you know. So.
And you got your own cool cars. You've got your delivery, which you.
Well, I don't know if they're cool, but they're cool to me.
Cool.
You know what I mean?
And the purple Cruiser.
Yeah, the purple Cruiser. I like to keep. I would try to keep some of my cars, you know.
Yeah. And myself and my friend Brett come and visited you a month or so ago, and.
Yeah, you guys were at the shop.
Yeah, we come down just to check it before you come out to Australia, and then you took us cruising in the Merc and the purple Cruiser.
Yeah.
And
that was fun. Yeah.
It was fun. And I posted a little video with. I was in the Merc doing a video with the purple Cruiser, and I posted it, and everyone said, did I add the soundtrack to it? And I said, no, that was your soundtrack. That was the music in your car. Cranked to 11. So
I gotta have the music, dude.
You have it pumped.
Yeah, I gotta have the music,
it's on 11.
You cruise with me, you go listen to music, man.
You come out here and I take you for driving my Custom, and the stereo's not working.
That's because you're busy, man.
I've been busy.
Yeah, I mean, but I'll check with you next time.
Yeah, I'll have a subwoofer.
Make sure you're still on the radio thing.
I'll
It's
have a
like,
subwoofer in or
I was
something.
like, how do you cruise like this? He's like, like what? With no music. I'm like, just listen to the engine and shit.
Listen to what's going to break next.
That's why I'm cranking up the music so you can't hear nothing when it breaks.
Yeah, good. I might try that one.
You know,
Save me some.
all the rattles and shit.
You can't hear them.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you've done a lot of cars over the years, haven't you? Like I've seen heaps you've done off the channel and stuff. So we'll post up some of the video, some of the photos of some of the cars you've done on the video as well. But yeah, so we've still got a bit of time in Australia to do the chop and a bit more tourist stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, it should be good.
Yeah, for the first time, I'm the tourist now. Huh?
You're the tourist. We're showing you where to go.
I love it though. It's cool.
So, and the whole driving on the wrong side of the road.
Oh, that's
been
something
freaking
else,
you out.
man. Yeah, it's a little weird. I still can't get used to that.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's still cool though.
Well, you did drive a car on the wrong side of the right-hand drive car while you've been here.
Well, nobody let me drive a car. I had to drive
I'll
that
let
car.
you drive one tomorrow.
I'll probably mess that up. Go on the wrong side of the street.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
cool.
I wouldn't do that if I was you.
Yeah, maybe not.
Yay!
What was the first car or first custom you chopped?
I did a Chevy truck like a while back, but I never finished it.
Yeah,
You know how it is. You know, you think you're gonna, you think it's easy. You think it doesn't cost any money. I was young and I chopped a '53 Chevy, and I was like, just chopped it, and then I didn't have no more money to finish it. I was okay, what do I do with this? So I ended up selling it. You know what I mean? And I got something else, and you know how it goes. You know.
And did you learn? Who taught you to do the chopping or the body work?
Honestly, like chopping, I've never chopped a car with anybody that knows how to chop cars. I kind of just, I'm a metal man by trade.
So you
know
learned
what I mean?
metal work.
Yeah,
in a
I'm
few
a
shops.
body guy by trade, and,
Yeah.
and I started, I've always done collision repair, and it kind of, you kind of just figure it out. You know
Yeah.
where to, you kind of figure out where to cut, and and of course the first time you chop, it's not always like, you got it right on the money. You as more cars you cut, the more, I don't want to do the, you like, you get better at it because you don't want to do what you did last time.
Yeah.
So like if you screw one chop, like you could do a cut, you're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna fix it. You can always fix everything.
Yeah.
But the more you do it, you figure out how to, well, that's what I've done. I figure out where to cut it where it's not gonna create so many problems, and if you guys chop cars, you know what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. You can cut it somewhere and be like, oh, that was gonna be more work now, but you kind of figure out, you think it out, you slow down a little more instead of being all gung-ho and just, I'm gonna cut it here, and then you figure out that wasn't a good idea, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's kind of like, I kind of winged it, the first time I was like, all right. But it's more like a puzzle, you know what I mean? Like how you got, you cut and then, you puzzle it back together, you know what I mean? To where it kind of everything sort of connects,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
And you try and do less cuts if you can.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
me, the less cuts, the better. The less
Yeah.
work, the less structural you take out of the car. Because, we all know that it's not going to be 100% like it was before. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter what you do. You're not going to put it 100%, you know, the way it used to be. You just chopped it. So you want to do the less cuts, the less you get into the structural part of it, and you get better results. That's what I figured out doing cuts. So basically, the less cuts you do, the better. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
You try and get the stance right first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it all depends. Like sometimes, since if you already did a car one time, and then you do it again, then you do it again. The more you do that car, the more you learn, and then you're like, oh, okay, I don't want to do that, right? So then you kind of already know how it's gonna turn
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
So you just, do the front section, and then you move on to the rear. That's what I like. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Some guys like to tack it all and then see the silhouette and be like, okay, that's it. You know what I mean? But I kind of go, and then you just get the silhouette as you go.
Let
You
it
know what I
flow
mean?
as you're going
Yeah,
through.
yeah.
So you always like check out the car first and
Oh
get
yeah,
in
dude.
get
I
in
probably
the
sit there
zone.
for. Dude, sometimes I chop. I've done it where I chop the car, and I'm looking at it. I'm like, and then I leave it there. I like walk away, come back like 3 or 4 days later, and be like, and it's still not there. So, you know what I mean? Sometimes it takes a little longer. You know what I mean? To
Yeah.
like look at it and be like, yeah, I like it right there.
Yeah.
Let it sink in a little bit, to where I've chopped the car sometimes 2 times because I don't like it.
You tend not to over chop them too much. Like you want to flatten the roof
Well, I
off.
don't know. I don't know. I'm not like a chop expert, but I know what I like.
Yeah.
It's like some people might say like, oh, that's too much, or I don't know. Some people chop it 1 inch, and it's like, man, why would you do all that
Yeah.
work
All
of,
that work for 1 inch.
yeah, for 1 inch? It's
Yeah.
like, I figure, minimum 3 inches or four, right? Especially some cars, need, most of the people I chop their cars, they always tell me, do what you like to, do you, man. Just don't give me some whack car. I'm like, all right, what I mean? No, but most of the time, people, have seen what I've done, so they're just like, you
They
know,
trust what you can do and just say
yeah,
do it.
so I wouldn't give them an ugly car either. If somebody's
Yeah.
gonna say, "Oh, who chopped that?" Like, which I probably done that, but
Yeah.
it's like people. You're not gonna please everybody,
Yeah.
Chopped cars is not for everybody. Some guys probably don't like chopped cars, but fuck them. I don't know. You know what I mean? I like chopped tops, bro.
Yeah. The
You know what I
killer.
mean?
Killer.
Yeah. I like, a lot of people have a different idea of a chopped car or a custom car. I like it to look mean. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you can looks classy.
Yeah.
It's like that's kind of like really hard to, you know, put together. But you could do it.
You go with the less is more deal, sort of thing.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, the less more. I don't know. Like it could be like sometimes you could over chop a car and kind of mess it up. And but
So how many 36 three windows you reckon you've chopped in the
I chop quite a few. A lot of guys, don't. A lot of guys, some guys don't want me to, show on the video, or sometimes, these guys just take it, chop, they go and they park it in the garage and they get the body work finished it, and then they
Yeah,
send me
yeah.
a picture of it finished,
With it
and
finished.
they put it in the little car museum, and sometimes you don't even see them, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
And your
everybody.
cars are drivers too, like you do.
I like driving them,
Late
yeah.
model suspension, LSS small blocks, so they can do 90 mile an hour on the freeway.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
hauling ass. Yeah, I like
Yeah.
driving them. I like driving the cars. I have more. I like building cruisers. You know,
Yeah.
they're more fun. I'm not really into building, show cars. Like, show cars and drivers are different. Cars that look really nice, but they're still on the road. So I don't know. That to me, that's more funner.
Yeah. Something you can do 90 mile an hour on the freeway and just keep up
Yeah,
the
just
traffic.
fly down the highway, dude, like an inch off the ground, and
Yeah.
just float. You know what I mean? Like, some people might not like that, but like I said, like that's what I like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But most people that come to me, that's kind of like they're on the same page. They're like they like that.
They've seen you flying down the highway.
Sometimes, yeah.
This guy's going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that. But it's cool.
So you're doing basically bagging them, doing suspension, the body, the paint, bit of the electrical. You're doing basically everything, aren't you, nearly?
Yeah, like most of the time people just say, "Hey, dude," I call it turnkey cruiser. Like, first we get all the drivetrain and brakes and make sure everything's safe. Make sure it's got good brakes and everything, and then, then we go from there. If they want to do some cosmetic work, then we'll do cosmetic, which it would be the chop and, whatever it is that we're gonna do, tail lights, headlights, and stuff. And it's kind of like that's kind of how it is. But most of the time, we do it all. I do it all at the shop. Everybody always wants to say, I want to do this, I want to do this. Well, whoa, relax. Let's get it driving first. You know what I mean? Let's get it driving, and then we'll go to the cool stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's kind of how I do it. But
It's good to have a flat head and early suspension, but if you hook along the freeway, it's not that good a feeling sometimes.
yeah, with the stock suspension, when you lower a car, you can't really get a good turning radius. You can't really get a good ride. You can't really, align your vehicle that good as far as like the wheels going straight, and stuff like that. So I always recommend like a more modern IFS suspension.
Yeah.
Everybody's, different. So, four-link suspension in the back is, it's the way to go if you want to ride smooth, you know what I mean? Some guys do like a two-link style, but, it all depends on how many miles you're going to put on your car, A lot of people think, driving 2 hours away, it's a lot of miles. That's not a lot of miles, dude. Hell no. Not being in Australia, dude. People, at this tail dragger show, people are driving from 10 hours away, 12 hours away. I'm like, hell yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
That's the trouble here, the long distances to get anywhere.
Like I said, a lot of people, where I'm at, they think they drive, 2 hours sometimes, and that's far. It's like, nah,
That's
man.
nothing.
That's nothing, dude.
That'll get you nowhere here.
Yeah, so if you do a
hours.
four-link suspension, a lot of people don't know a four-link suspension is so much better for your rear end. When you're riding low, or you know what I mean, and like versus like something you just put 2 bars and your diff, it's not really, the pinion angle is not good, so it's not gonna last you for a long time, But I guess if you drive 15 minutes away,
it'll do for that.
It'll do for that. You know what I mean? So, it's like. But I'm really impressed here, man. People here, they don't mess around.
They drive, and our roads are pretty crap.
Yeah, well,
heading north's not bad. Heading south, it's pretty bad.
Is it?
We haven't been on that road yet.
No.
The Hume Highway, but it's
everybody
not
said, "How long you came? Where you drive from?" I'm like, "Oh, we're 10 hours away." And I'm like, "Oh, the roads must be really smooth." They're like, "I don't know."
They're pretty crap.
Yeah, I don't know.
We got a few good roads, but not that many.
Yeah, so like I said, that's pretty cool, man. That's
Yeah.
pretty impressive, man. That's like my style,
Yeah. No, everyone was pretty stoked to have you over here.
Yeah.
The tail dragger and that, like they all watched the channel, and
everybody's super
when I said
cool.
I'm bringing you out, they're like, "Oh, what?"
Yeah. Everybody's super cool, man. It's everybody's been fun,
Yeah.
My type of people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you. So you enjoying the show?
Yeah, the show's great, man. It's been cool, man. I'm so glad you pulled me out here,
That's cool.
out of my box.
Out of your box in San Diego?
In San Diego. Yeah, no, it's been fun, man. Like, I never thought I'd be in Australia.
No.
You know, so, is that how you say it? Australia?
Australia.
Yeah, no, it's cool, man. People's great. It's been fun, you know. I just can't believe how, you know, you're so far.
Yeah, it's a long way. 15 hours, 16 hours in a plane.
Yeah,
it's a bit of a haul.
little bit. And then we still got to fly back, so it's cool, man.
You might have to stay here.
Yeah, how about you stay here, huh?
I got some chops organised.
Give me a little bunk bed.
I get a bunk bed. I organise a few chops.
Yeah,
more chops
I'll just get up and chop cars.
Yeah, and you picked at my tail drag event. You picked your favourite car.
Yeah, that was fun, man. 36 Ford Roadster, man. Like, it was super cool car. As soon as I saw that car, I was like, oh shit, that's cool, man.
That was Mick Speranzo's car.
Yeah.
Killer car.
Super nice car,
and
man.
it had the rare accessory fan on the bonnet.
Right in the middle, man. I've never seen anything like that, man.
It's a killer car.
We're gonna see him again, so.
Yeah, we're gonna see him again down in Victoria.
Yeah, when we go chop that car. So that's gonna be cool, man. I can't wait. You know?
When you've seen cars you've never seen, and you've seen Holdens, which you didn't know what a Holden was.
Yeah, I've never seen a Holden before.
No, Holdens.
Yeah, so that's a different type of car, you know what I mean? But it's cool. You only make those in the 4-doors, right?
Yeah, they make Monaros later models in 2-doors.
Yeah.
Like 68s and in the later 60s they made 70s 2-doors.
Yeah, that's a cool
But
car.
the early ones are all 4-doors.
Mm.
Yeah, so you've seen them and you've seen all the utes.
Yeah.
Utilities, which are like El Caminos.
The best thing I like about your show is everybody's there is pulled up. And I see people pulling up with trailers, you know, 54 Chevy pulling the trailer, and I'm like, holy shit, man! They don't mess around here, dude.
Tow caravans, trailers behind their customs.
Yeah, that's pretty badass, man.
And they've just traveled 10 or 12 hours.
Yeah, you know, it's like drivers, man.
They're drivers,
it's like, for real, drive your shit party right here.
You've got no choice.
No.
You got to drive your shit.
Yeah, you got to drive your shit, man. So that's really impressive, man. I like that, you know. That's cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
Oh, yeah.
We've still got a bit to do yet. We've still got the shop, and we've got a bit more tourist stuff to do. And so you need a holiday to get over your holiday when you get home.
Yeah. Wait, holiday is like a vacation?
Yeah. The whole pronunciation thing's what stuffs it up, isn't it? We say words.
You guys always talk about, you guys think you're talking fast. You're not talking fast. I can't understand what you're saying.
And we had you eating Vegemite. One of the guys made him eat Vegemite, which...
Vegemite.
Which is, what's that
that's
taste
different.
like? What's that taste like?
It's a little salty.
Salty, yeah.
Yeah, is that normal?
Yeah,
or is it just me?
No, that's how it is, salty.
That's how it is?
Yeah.
That was interesting.
And we had you eating meat pie.
Yeah.
And a sausage roll, which is a rat coffin.
Yeah, all the food is good.
Yeah, rat coffin.
Yeah, the rat coffin. And the thing is that you guys don't say sandwiches. No. What do you call them?
We saw a roll. A roll, not a sandwich.
It's not a sandwich, it's a roll.
All these weird sayings you're going home with.
Yeah, I'm going to go back and learn with all this knowledge on how to talk.
And no one will know what you're talking about.
Only the Aussies.
Only the Aussies will know.
Yeah, it's cool, man.
Yeah.